As 2022 draws to a close, we are reflecting on what has been both a challenging but productive year. At the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime, we've been paying close attention to the growing impact of organized crime on civil society, the environment, and people around the globe, as well as the role that we as an organization play in helping to understand evolving trends in illicit markets, to recommend more effective responses, and to build resilience amongst those most affected and with whom we work and support. 2022 has been tumultuous for many reasons. What used to be unthinkable is now sadly the new normal. And these threats and challenges are only made worse by organized crime and corruption. If we fail to make this connection, then the likelihood of change will only become more difficult, with a serious impact on local, national, and global security. This year, all eyes have been focused on the war in Ukraine, but this is far from the only conflict. Mozambique, Yemen, and other regions are also suffering. We know that conflict and instability are major drivers and enablers of organized crime, and the knock-on effect of the war in Ukraine, alongside the pandemic, has created a food and energy crisis in many parts of the world. Here at the Global Initiative, we have been monitoring the impact the war in Ukraine is having on the illicit markets that flow through the country and region, as well as considering the risks of organized crime and corruption in undermining post-war reconstruction. And we will enhance our research capabilities here in 2023 as we open an observatory in Ukraine. Environmental degradation and its links to organized crimes have increased in recent years. Criminal networks are responsible for deforestation, the illegal disposal of hazardous waste, and illegal, unreported or unregulated fishing. But much as organized criminal activity is helping to drive the climate change emergency, criminal networks are also profiting from global warming. We have seen extreme weather such as droughts, floods, and fires put pressure on local economies and drive people out of their homes. And this, in turn, creates even more opportunities for criminal groups. That is why in 2023, we will also be upscaling our work around climate change, addressing the ways in which organized criminal networks are contributing to the warming of our planet. We hope that our research and analysis will help in informing the international community's responses in the coming years, and that climate change will become a central theme at upcoming UN meetings on transnational organized crime. One of the Global Initiative's key functions is to support civil society organizations that are standing up to criminal actors in their communities. 2022 marks the third year of the Resilience Fund, an initiative designed to give funding, mentoring opportunities, and support to groups and individuals working to respond to organized crime. We have helped grantees build resilience in their communities and supported them to share their perspectives and options with the international community at the 11th Conference of Parties to the United Nations Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime in Vienna, where NGO involvement was again high on the agenda. We believe that civil society engagement in the multilateral process is an essential part of policymaking at the international level, and we aim to increase the role of civil society actors in that process in the years ahead. Over the course of 2022, we have continued to produce a number of reports, videos, and podcasts, and have engaged in webinars as well as in-person discussions. Our topics have been wide-ranging, from illicit hubs in West Africa to bride trafficking from Cambodia to China. Next year, significantly, we will be publishing the second iteration of the Global Organized Crime Index in September. The tool will provide an update of the scores and context for all 193 UN member states and include an expanded scope covering an additional 5 criminal markets and an additional criminal actor type to more accurately reflect global organized crime dynamics. 2023 will also remarkably mark 10 years of the Global Initiative. Since the organization was founded, we have seen significant growth. We now produce more than 90 reports per year, provide funding and support to more than 140 civil society organizations in 50 countries, and we have observatories in 6 regions. However, organized criminal networks have also evolved and grown, finding new markets, routes, and ways to operate. So, as we reach this milestone, we are taking heed of the global situation and ensuring that we as an organization are growing with the challenge. The insidious specter of organized crime is creeping into our societies more and more every day. posing a very serious threat to the environment, communities, and individuals alike. And this threat will only get worse unless we become more effective at preventing, disrupting, and suppressing it. At the Global Initiative, we are ready to seize the opportunity to rethink analytical approaches, policies, and operational responses to illicit economies, to better prepare for future shocks, and to strengthen resilience in the future amongst communities. Thank you very much.